Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So we're back on our XR7 Cougar, the black one in color, 1990. So we are getting this finished up, and I thought, you know what, I'll get one more build done by the end of the year. So I started cranking on it, and lo and behold, I had a bunch of video made on this, and I thought, you know what, finishing it up, and phone's kind of glitching, and I thought, oh, I'm running out of space. I better delete some videos off here. And I thought the videos I deleted were from the last video I made. So I thought, yep, delete, hit the trash, just get rid of it. And lo and behold, it was half of these videos. These things happen. So, well, we'll see the end of it, I guess, and kind of go from there. So let's go bench side, and we'll get this thing finished up.
Okay guys, cruising right along on the Cougar. So we got this all taped up. A little tedious, a little time consuming, but I think it'll turn out pretty good. It's all about the tape job, you know. So what we did, so I don't know if a lot of you guys know about these cars, how these were built. They had a molding that separated the roof and the like the C-pillar panel trip back here, and obviously the other side. So that molding basically was like one big run from here to there. So I'm going to try to replicate that by masking it off. So hopefully that works out okay for me. If I don't like it, I'll just polish it off there and make it go away, but I think it'll look okay. Did away with here, same thing, just use a small tape, went around, and I put a bigger piece here, took a knife and cut that, because obviously I couldn't make the turn with that tape. Same as the other side. So other than that, I got to get the rest of it masked off now. And like I said, we're going to do is we're going to paint this with the Mr. Hobby finishing surfacer, the black primer. So that's what we're going to do it in. So it should look pretty good. And then this will be completely done. So I'm working on the back sail panel, or the taillight panel I should say. And I tried a couple different steps on putting the, so you have the rear light assembly, which I did this a while back, but I forgot there's decals that goes in here. You can see the decal there. So I got to put that side in yet. Well, in the instructions, they want you to take the decal and go across it and put it on. Well, they want you to put on the inside, which would obviously look the best, but the glue on the decals on the outside, obviously, so if you go to put that on there, it's kind of hard for it to stay. So my first attempt didn't end up too well. This is the first attempt. I try to put stuff on it to keep it from curling and moving. Some microset did like it. So I got another box here that's kind of rough. It's got a broken window in it and stuff, because I got a couple open box ones here. So this one here I got on there already. So I just took and just left the backing on it, and I'm just going to glue it on with Mod Podge. But before I do that, I need to kind of get rid of this white. So I'm just taking a red Sharpie and just kind of painting the edges of it. That way you won't see it once it's in there. Just kind of filling it in. Just kind of give it a quick all around, just in case the white decides to show and you won't see that white line on there. I don't know if you would or not, but I don't want to get it glued down, flipped over like, oh. So I'm just giving this just a little hit here. I tried to cut it close as possible without going too far into the decal. And like I said, I'll take a little Mod Podge, just the high gloss luster. I guess it's just a gloss luster. I didn't know if it was high gloss or not, but I guess it can be. So I just take a little bit on a Q-tip. You don't need a lot on there, just enough to hold it on. And the heavy black goes to the inside. Flip it over, make sure it looks good. Even to the other side. Looks very nice. Okay, we should be good to go then. Alright, so I think that looks pretty cool. Okay, so we got this all finished up, good to go. So before I paint this, I gotta also do the window trim, the line here. So like I say, this is open kit, so this was pretty scratched up. So I'm gonna wet sand it first and then give it a quick polish, then paint it. So I'm using the Trizac 8000 and just giving it a nice little wet sand on the front and the back. And then we'll polish it out, and it should come out pretty clear because it was pretty scratched up sitting in the box. So I want to paint those there, and like I say, this here needs paint across that line. So you can sand it obviously out the outside, no problem. It's the inside where you got to worry about that line, because you will sand that out of there if you get too carried away with it. Set side, get the inside quick. You gotta be careful with glass too, because it'll crack on you really easy, especially doing this to it. It's got some big scratches in here. But the other kit I have here, it's like, say, the window's cracked right in half on that one. Everything's out of the bags. If I do sand that line out there, obviously we can just hit it with some tape and just tape her back up. Alright, we'll see how that looks. And I just broke it. And there you have it. Another broken window. These things break so easy. And here I thought I was doing so good. Okay. I guess I have to crack open another kit to get the window out of it. Hopefully that one's nice. I don't have to sand it. Awesome. These things happen. Okay. Just keeping it real, guys. Okay, guys, so we got this taped up. Found another windshield, and I'll tell you what, this windshield right out of the box is already cracked at the bottom. Like, such a hairline crack. I thought, are you kidding me? And this box was sealed. It was brand new. So these windows are so thin. I mean, they're very thin. So hopefully it don't go all the way up after I painted it. I'm not sure. Crazy. So we'll work on that. So I got all my different tapes here. Obviously we use this little guy here. I think this is like 1 millimeter. This works really good for around corners. So we have everything taped up. Have our lines here, back windows, sides. I'm going to do underneath the hood while we're there. And we should be good. So I'm going to burnish this down once with the Q-tip. And we're going to mix up some of our primer. And we'll go from there. So I think she should look alright. So I'm hoping for anyways. Make sure I don't snag nothing on this. So this was quite a tape job. It took quite a while to do this here in reality. So I hope all in all it looks good in the end. A lot of little nicks and crannies there. I'll get some paint mixed up and we'll get this thing shot. Other than that, we should be ready to assemble it. Okay guys, now for the fun part is unveiling and seeing how we did. I'll get this tape off here and we'll see what she looks like. Oh yeah, that's going to take a while to untape this because it took a while to tape it up. So like I say, we did the engine bay while I was in there. So that should look pretty good. This line is going to look across the side here. I can get this tape off. Oh, that looks cool. Just a faint black line. Alright, we'll get the rest of this cleaned up and we'll re-clean the body up and we can start putting some glass in it. Almost afraid to unwrap the glass because I don't want to break it. Let's see how glass did here. See if it cracked anymore on me. It's funny, these pieces they all crack in the exact same spot, so it must be a weak spot in the plastic right here. Don't look like it cracked any further. Oh yeah. Oh, we missed some spots. Isn't that nice? Wow. Amateur hour. Guess we'll have to fix that. Not sure how I did that, but that's the way it goes. Alright. Alright fellas, we got this painted up finally. Got that finished up. I did not want to go any more with the polishing because I could see a shade hairline crack starting. So I just taped off just the corner and give it a quick couple shots and we left it at that. Good enough. Because I already feel it's probably going to break when I put it in. So the body was cleaned up again. That turned out pretty cool. I like that black on there. That just, man, that just sharpened it right up. Unbelievable. Very, very nice looking. Very cool. So yes, so now we can get this put together. So I got my back window. I tinted this a long time ago with the Tamiya tint. That turned out pretty cool. I got some clear orange in my headlights, so we're letting that dry a little bit. Okay guys, so putting this rear window in, we're going to use some of the curing UV. This works pretty good. A little dab in there, a little bit up here, a little on this side, like so. We get our magic light out here, and we'll glue her into place. Works pretty good. Nice thing is you don't have to worry about it burning through the plastic. Alright guys, we get that front windshield put in. Man, that thing just, even though I cleaned it up good, it still looks kind of rough. But that's how it's going to go, I guess. So I'll throw this interior in. A little super glue action. And I believe it's going to hook into here in the front. So we got our third tail light put in there. Got that painted around. Ah yes, looks very nice. Very nice. So a little bit of spot right there that'll hold the front down. We'll just give her a little hold for a minute. After this, we can throw the bumper on it. Then I believe it gets mated to the chassis. We're going to give her just a little dab of cure real quick here. Now speed up the process, and we should be good. And I have my fan assembly here that needs to go in next. That red interior looks cool in there. I like it. So I'm looking over on my paint job here. It's looking rougher than I thought because it's been kicking around quite a while. It's got little blotches here and there. I think from banging around the shelf and whatnot. Still looks alright, but I noticed there's a chip right there that, wonder where that come from. So I just noticed as it's been sitting around, I probably should have just boxed it and been done with it, but it was one of those, nope, I'm gonna get on it, and there it's at. And there we are. Alright. We'll get the instructions out and see what they say next. Ah, yes, the bumper. I don't even know what I did with the bumper. It's probably over where the body used to be set. Alright, haven't seen these guys in a while. Wow. Look alright yet. Alright guys, cruising right along in this. We got this almost together. So we are almost there. And white lighter than the tires, because I love white lighter tires, so that's what we're doing to it. The nice thing about these tires, they are inset. They're like recessed down, they're not raised. So it's going to be easier. So what I'm going to do is just taking some Tamiya flat white, just some lacquer, and we're just going to give it a nice little hit on the letters, just on the letters. Just a little dab. Just get a nice little paint in there. We'll go to the other side, and we're going to let that dry for a little bit. So I might come back, give this another coat, just to make sure they cover good. So we're going to let that set, and we'll do another one. Then we'll come back to that one, paint it again, and we'll wipe her off. I know these weren't white letter originally. This particular tire was not, but they did make a white lettered Eagle, because we used to run them on our cars all the time. So these take a little bit to fill in. Okay, being it's lacquer, we'll come back to this. We'll shoot this one more time here, just to make sure that looks pretty good. We'll give this one a little bit of a hit. Alright guys, so the Cougar is starting to turn out pretty nice. So we got the engine detail done. That's looking alright. And we got the headlights in. Got them blackened out in the back. Got the side blacked out. So it's looking pretty sharp. Like I say, we got all our wheels together. Looks pretty good. And I put the wheels together, and one thing I forgot to do, I didn't sand them. I thought, what are you thinking? That's not good. So I just got to get the mirrors put on. And we'll give it another polish job here. A little something quick wipe down. And we'll kind of go from there. I think it looks really sharp with that interior. That's looking really good. That flat black on there and the flat black across those body pieces here. That's pretty sharp. We'll show it to you here when we're all set with it. Okay guys, so we have our final on our Cougar. That bad boy turned out nice. That looks pretty sharp. Give her a little spin around here. The red interior looks really good in there. And I'd like the tinted window on the back. That turned out pretty sharp. So yeah, this was a pretty nice build. And of course, as usual, I thought the paint was looking pretty good. And, I end up chipping into a couple spots and stuff like that, trying to assemble it and, handling it and whatnot. So a few things I've learned over the years, I kind of forgot to put in use. And as I'm going, I thought, I should have, I usually tape my bumpers and glue them from the inside, but I don't know what I was thinking. I thought, I'll just glue it from the side and slip them on. Well, of course, one side slips up, and of course, there goes, the edge of the paint. So, all in all, this turned out really, really sharp. It's got a really nice shine to it. See, that is the MCW Absolute Black. So, very sharp looking. That has the kind of the blue metallic in it. So I'll show you a little bit on the bottom here. So it didn't over detail the bottom of it, nothing too crazy. Just your basics, I guess, if you want to go that route. And I didn't do too much under the hood. It's pretty much just stock looking. I didn't add no wires, no nothing like that. So we'll take it off the turntable here, and we'll take a quick look at it under the hood. So a quick look under the hood, like I say, nothing special. I didn't get too carried away with it, just the basics. All in all, turned out pretty nice. Took flat black, went behind the chrome light bezels, just to kind of fill that in. So yeah, like I say, once again, just super happy with this. Obviously, a few of my paint chips and flips, I mean, whatever. I'll have that, I guess. So, and then there's a spot on the windshield that, man, that new window was pretty nice, but it had a few flaws in it as well. So yeah, so there we have it, guys. There's the build on the Cougar. Like I said, that turned out pretty sharp. Pretty happy with this one. Sometimes a little easier just to turn it by hand versus spinning it on the magic wheel. So the interior looks pretty decent in it. And that flat black looks really good against that the absolute black. So we got our rear valance detail in there, tail lights. It looks pretty sharp. Yeah, so there we go, guys. There is the final on the Cougar, the Cougar Rod XR7 Cougar. So pretty cool kit. And I tell you what, this kit goes together really nice if you guys were ever looking to build one of these, or the Thunderbird. Just a super nice kit. Goes together very well, so it's not a lot of fight and fitment issue. The only thing I wish they had done different was the mirrors. They need to be pinned, or I should have pinned them. Those were kind of a bugger to put on, the outside rear mirrors. I did fight with those a little bit, but maybe doing another one, I'd need to pin it next time. So this is the last build of the year, so I figure I'll get one more down on the docket because the quota's been down. So not a big deal, but there we have it. So okay, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in, checking out the channel, and we will see you guys on the next build. You guys have a good one. Thanks for watching.